What's going on, guys? Dorco's Games back again, here to bring you not a theory, just, I've never done this before, my thoughts on what Five Nights at Freddy's 3 should at least be like, and what I think is going to be new and what I think is going to happen, you know, stuff like that. The new concepts and stuff like that. So, as we know from looking at the teaser picture by Scott, Golden Freddy, supposedly Golden Freddy anyway, is definitely going to be in the next game. So that means Golden Freddy is one of the old animatronics, so that means he's going to be there. So does that mean that the old animatronics are going to disappear because he said only one left a few weeks ago and now he's shown Golden Freddy? So does that mean Bonnie, Chica, Freddy and Foxy are all going to say bye-bye to Five Nights at Freddy's? I honestly don't know. Maybe so, maybe I don't have a clue. But he's definitely going to make new animatronics. New animals, who knows? New upgraded Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Freddy. Once again, like Toy Freddy, the toy group from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. All because he said only one left for the old animatronics, supposedly, anyway. It doesn't mean that Scott, once again, can make new versions of the old gang. This is another thing what I want to talk about. The marionette. Is the marionette going to return back in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? I think he plays a huge role in Five Nights at Freddy's, as we know, because we found out that he is actually supposedly the fifth child. He's in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, lurking around because of the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 cutscenes where you're in the old pizzeria. Well, the future pizzeria, sorry. Where you see the marionette lurking around in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And he's in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and he's a massive pain in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because you have to constantly wind him up. So, is he going to return in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? Maybe. He has to. Scott wouldn't hint to us that the marionette's in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and just cut it there. There's got to be some backstory for the marionette, and I think Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is going to reveal to us what the marionette is doing, what the hell's going on, and why this has all happened. So next I'm going to talk about the toy animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Supposedly they're all scrapped, but it's hard to say. Scrapped once again. From Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we learnt that the old animatronics were scrapped, but guys, they were kept in a parts room. So are the toy animatronics going to return in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, but end up being in a scrap room? Once again, we honestly don't know, but it depends. I mean, is Scott going to make this game full on, constantly doing stuff into the game like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, where you have to check the vents, check the cameras, wind up the marionette box, check the corridor for Foxy? Is he going to have as many animatronics as he did in Five Nights at Freddy's 2? If he wanted to do that, I think he'd definitely put back in the toy animatronics and the old animatronics maybe, but the old animatronics might be the new ones, updated ones. Who knows? Next, I'm going to talk about Phone Guy. So, as we all think, Phone Guy's dead. Well, we don't know. Again, it's just a phone call. We don't know what's going on with Phone Guy. But again, guys, Phone Guy, just like the marionette, plays a massive role in this game. He's very sneaky. We think that he's the murderer. We think that he's the purple guy. He's holding the phone in the minigame in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. He's definitely up to something, or somebody apart from the phone guy, somebody else might be up to something, and I think we're going to learn about that in this new game. So a lot of people have been speculating that, like I said in a video, that the phone guy got stuffed into a Freddy costume, like we saw from the cutscenes, and we saw everybody looking around the Freddy Fazbear costume in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and when you die in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 you get stuffed into a Freddy costume, but when you win you don't, so we think that the phone guy is stuffed in there. We don't know, we honestly don't know, because the thing is that I made a video about this, so you guys should check that out, because I don't want to go in too much detail, but people are now thinking that there are human eyes inside the Golden Freddy reveal picture from Scott. They do actually look like human eyes, or there could be endoskeleton eyes. I don't have a clue. But Golden Freddy has never had an endoskeleton inside its costume, supposedly anyway. It's always been empty or something like that, and it's never had it's never been like active, like it's never had the eyes basically. In Five Nights at Freddy's 2 it's never had eyes. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 it's never had the full eyes. So looking at the picture, people are thinking, is it human, is it endoskeleton? And people are thinking, if it is human, it's either one of the night workers, or apparently that's what the phone guy got shoved into in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So there you go. I definitely think Golden Freddy's going to be a massive role in this game, because it's his first ever picture reveal of this game, and he shows Golden Freddy, so it's got to be important, guys. And it says, I still remain, I'm still here. He's going to play a big role. So what new animatronics are going to be played through the game, I honestly don't know where he's going to take the animatronic ideas. Like, the new ones he had on Five Nights at Freddy's 2 were Balloon Boy, the toy animatronics, and the marionette, and all the other little Easter eggs as well. What's going to happen? Are we going to see new ones, new tactics? The new tactic in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 where you put on the mask and the vents and stuff like that. Is he going to return to doors? Is he going to keep the vent idea? Is he going to keep the corridor idea? He's definitely going to keep the camera idea, because that's what makes the game. Is there going to be new concepts? Are you going to be able to move around the pizzeria? A lot of people want that, but again, Scott made this game so scary because he talks about that you've got no security, you're vulnerable, you can't move, you have to play the game to win, instead of running around the place. So what I think he's going to do, guys, for the game is that once again you're going to be in an office. You're going to check the cameras. I don't know about the doors. I don't know. It depends what pizzeria, guys. We could be back at Five Nights at Freddy's 1 pizzeria, or there could be a brand new pizzeria as well. So it kind of depends what happens, what he wants to do. Is there going to be vulnerable power again? Are we going to have to save our power? Or is it going to be good power? It's so weird to think about. I think there's not a lot to talk about yet. This is just coming from my brain, guys. I don't know anything about this game apart from Golden Freddy coming back. But we'll see. We'll see. So a sum up of everything I've talked about. This is what you guys need to think about as well, and tell me in the comment section what you think. Is it going to be a brand new pizzeria, or is it going to be an old one? Is Scott going to keep the camera idea, or let us do something different for once? I still like the camera idea. It's very good. Keeps the scariness going. Is he going to keep the doors? Just tactics, guys. What tactics is Scott going to use? Is he going to keep the toy animatronics as the scrap room? So the toy animatronics are back again, including the marionette and Balloon Boy. Is he going to keep the old animatronics? Because it does say I'm the only one left. So is it going to be the old ones, or are there going to be updated versions of the old ones? And is there going to be new animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's 3? Let me know your ideas, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this little debate about what Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is going to be about. Lots of love, and I'll see you all next time.